Hey guys, Unc with a new review. Today I've got this 72-inch 6-blade, all aluminum blades, so that's a great plus. Very powerful motor, light kit, multiple drop pipes here. Let me bring you in closer and show you everything, and let's go ahead and install it right here in my back patio. All right, let's go ahead and take a closer look at the 72-inch ceiling fan. Remember, this is an indoor-outdoor unit. We are going to be mounting it outdoors, but it can definitely go in your living room also. Here in the manual, we've got all the parts breakdown and how to assemble everything. Next, I want to look at these pipes here. So it comes with 3 different length pipes. So this is to drop it if you have very high ceilings and you need it to be a little lower. So you've got these 3 pipes. So the one that comes installed is a 5-inch pipe. Then we have the 10-inch pipe, and this long one here, that one's almost 2 feet, so it's 23.5 inches long. Then here we have the ceiling mount, where this bell will connect to, and the fan itself will connect to also. So then we have this small one here. So this is the one that goes onto this to cover all these bolts here, so when it's all mounted to make it look nice. In here we have the remote and the controller for the fan and the light kit. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the light kit now. So it's all LED, so very energy efficient, and an easy plug and play for the unit. And this is the cover. So here, so plastic, no chance of cracking it like if it would be glass. And then this is the ceiling mount. This is what would go up on the ceiling. And then this little cover, it's got 2 little magnets on it and just goes like that. And that covers up the little screws to hold this in place. These are the brackets. To me, they look like stainless steel or something. And these are the blades. So 100% aluminum. And it's got these 2 reinforcing ribs on it to keep it from sagging. So with a fan this size, this must move a lot of air. All right, so the next thing is going to be the assembly. So let's do that next. We don't have a lot of assembly right now that we're going to do, because assembling all the blades and everything, I'm going to do that after the motor is installed. One thing I am going to do that I'm going to show you is I want to replace this downpipe with the medium length one. First, we're going to remove this ground screw here. I'm going to be running the cables through the new pipe. So first we have to put in this bell here. Then we have to put this one on, so it covers these screws here. And then this is the final one. So this is the one that actually covers all the wiring. All right, so we got to put this one facing this direction here. So we've got all that ready. Now we need to run all the wires through the pipe. All right, so the wires have to come in this way. So I'm going to gather all this together here. And I'm just going to get a piece of painter's tape just to make sure that all this stays together while I'm trying to push it through the pipe. So we've got all that there. Now I can go here and just remove that tape. Now we can run the pipe down and put it. So once it slides into place, you got to put this one on. To put this one in, you may have to go in at an angle and then push all the other wires out of the way for it to come out the other side. This is all ready to mount now. First, I'm going to mount this mounting bracket on the ceiling. Then we'll attach this. The assembly of the blades is very simple. We just get the bracket with this dimple here facing away from the blade. Then we'll put Allen head screws through this way. And then we will attach a nut over here and tighten it. So they do include the little wrench, the little Allen wrench, and the wrench for the nut in the kit. So just like that, we just got to do it more times. As you can see, I already have the bracket installed. Go ahead and mount the motor assembly. This round bell here has this little line that has to align with the one that's on here. The purpose of that one is to keep this from twisting when you've got torque from the fan blades on, so that keeps it from twisting around. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this safety wire, and then I'm going to go over this little bridge here that's on the bracket. This wire does not have to be very tight. This is just for emergencies. I'm using my power drill, but a regular screwdriver will work just fine. So now we're going to start attaching all the ground ones. Now we need to wrap all the ground wires, so all the green ones, and now put the wire nut on it. So these are simple, black to black, white to white. Okay, I'm just checking to make sure everything fits. So I'm going to leave it just like that for now. And we will start assembling the blades. All right, I've got all the blades assembled, and now we are ready to start mounting them. Mounting of the blades, very simple. I mean, they even have it marked out exactly where the blades go. So it takes 3 screws. Okay, once I've got those, then I can tighten them down a little bit. Okay, that's 2 blades. The really big thing about these large fans is because they have such large blades, they don't have to spin very fast to move a lot of volume of air, which means they are quiet. So we are on blade number 4. So once we have this last one here, the only thing left to do is to mount the light kit. So that will be easy. It's just a quick connection. Got one more blade to go. All right, so now we have the light kit to install. So for the light kit, we have to remove these 3 little screws here and then put them on back once we have the light installed. Okay, so I'm going to back these out. Now I'm going to plug in the light kit. Yeah, so that's just a little connector. Make sure that when you've got it in place, it actually clicks. Okay, once you got one in, the other ones go in easy. All right, they're all tight. We can put this on. Now I will go turn on the light switch and prepare the remote. All right, the fan is fully installed and working perfectly. So we have multiple speeds. We can do forward or reverse and turn the light off. I'll give you a quick look at the remote here so you can see also. All right. So up here on the remote, we have the fan settings, different speeds, or we can just completely turn off the fan. Down here, we have the light settings. So they have timers from 1 hour all the way to 8 hours. And this button here is the reverse rotation of the blades. So you hit that one. Once the blades stop and you turn it on again, it will switch to the other direction. Yeah, so fantastic. Yeah, very, very nice fan, of course. As I said, this is an indoor-outdoor. I'm just installing in my back patio, but you can definitely install it in your living room or any large space that you want to move a lot of air, but still have a quiet operating fan. I hope that helps. Till next time.